Breaking the Wall of Family Trees. Qualified in the Turku Lab. Eric Malmi, Aalto University, Helsinki.
3 questions that humans have been fascinated by for ages. Where do we come from? What are we? And where are we going? In our research, we address the first and partly the third question. So the problem we're actually working with is the following: how to reconstruct family trees based on publicly available population records like birth certificates. There are many people doing this type of genealogical research as a hobby, and also many companies that facilitate this process. In fact, these are nowadays a multi-billion-dollar industry. But the problem is that even with these services, this is still a very time-consuming task, since you need to manually search for matching records for each individual in your family tree. Now, I'm a computer scientist, therefore I started thinking, how could we automate this process? Well, late last year we obtained a copy of all the digitized church records from Finland, and since then we've been working on methods for automatically reconstructing the whole Finnish family tree spanning over 300 years. But I have to stress, this is not an easy problem for many reasons. There are typos in the data, lots of duplicate names, but turns out that we can use similar methods than, say, Google uses when you search for a name, but you don't quite know how it's supposed to be written. And eventually, we can turn the reconstruction problem into a graph matching problem and solve it efficiently using state-of-the-art data mining techniques. I think this is an extremely exciting problem, both from the technical and the application point of view. But what I think will be even more interesting will be the analysis of these family trees. By studying the structure of the trees, we could start to quantitatively address questions such as how strong class division is exhibited in the marriage patterns of the tree. So are there some branches that don't mix with each other? And how does this change over time? Or how do epidemics or genetic disorders affect the structure of this tree? And in the long run, I believe this type of analysis will pave road for a fundamentally new kind of longitudinal computational social science, where we can quantitatively study and predict the evolution of our society by observing how our social networks evolve. Thank you very much.